Welcome to Pacific AgriTec, where we are revolutionizing the way we think about carbon dioxide or CO2 removal. Let's get started by first understanding where CO2 comes from. CO2 is a naturally occurring molecule that has been in our Earth's atmosphere since the beginning of our planet. One of the sources of CO2 in our atmosphere is from burning fossil fuels to generate heat and power. Normally, this CO2 goes up an exhaust pipe or chimney and into the atmosphere. Introducing our algae jacuzzi, also known as the Pacific AgriTec Algae Photobioreactor. This innovative system cools, compresses, and infuses CO2 into a tank filled with organic soup that includes water, algae cells, nutrients, bubbles, and LED light tubes. The algae in the bioreactor absorbs the CO2 and uses it for their growth through a process called photosynthesis. So how do we grow and sustain our algae? Algae are like plants and require CO2, water, nutrients, and light for their growth. There are two main categories of algae: macroalgae, which forms into seaweed-like structures, and microalgae, which exist as singular cells. We plan to grow all types of algae, starting with chlorella and spirulina. Inside the algal cells, CO2 is converted into sugars through photosynthesis. These sugars are used as building blocks for energy and cell division, resulting in the production of rich biomass that is composed of fats, carbohydrates, and amino acids. But that's not all. Our process also releases oxygen as a byproduct that escapes the algae jacuzzi as a gas. Periodically, a portion of the algae and water mixture is removed from the bioreactor and more water is added to replenish the overall volume. The mixture is then processed to separate the algae from the water. The harvested algae can be sold for a variety of purposes, such as biofuels, animal feed, fertilizers, and even food for humans. For every 100 tons of algae we produce, 185 tons of CO2 are removed. This relationship produces valuable carbon credit that can be sold on the market or utilized by our customers. Our innovative process not only helps to remove CO2 from the atmosphere, but it also has several other benefits. It reduces the carbon footprint of industries by providing a sustainable solution for CO2 emissions. It promotes the growth of valuable biomass, which can be used for various applications. It generates carbon credit, providing an additional source of revenue for our customers without the need for CO2 storage in underground caverns or rock formations. And it contributes to a cleaner and healthier environment by releasing oxygen as a byproduct. Carbon credits are purchased by companies in regulated markets to offset their carbon emissions, or in unregulated markets by companies that are voluntarily reducing their emissions. Companies like Sempra in California are in a regulated market, while the companies like Microsoft and Apple are voluntarily reducing their carbon emissions. Imagine a world where industry can reduce their carbon emissions, where valuable resources can be harvested from CO2, and where we can take steps towards a more sustainable future. At Pacific AgriTec, we believe in turning the challenges of climate change into opportunities for innovation and sustainability. Together, we can make a difference with Pacific AgriTec's innovative approach to carbon capture and utilization. Pacific AgriTec, carbon solutions for a greener future.